各位记者朋友
Friends from the media, good afternoon. Welcome to press conference. Now the floor for questions is open.
谢谢发言人。新华社记者提问：今天是中华人民共和国政府。
The MOU between the governments of the People's Republic of China and Japan on the destruction of the chemical weapons abandoned by Japan and China has been signed 27 years ago. Could you update us on that? Japan's abandoned chemical weapons in China mark one of the gravest crimes that Japanese militaries committed during the war of aggression against China. Even today, they still pose a threat to the safety of the life and the property of the Chinese people and the eco-environment. The complete destruction of the ACWs is Japan's unshakable historical, political, and legal responsibility. In accordance with the Chemical Weapons Convention and the MOU between the two governments, Japan should have completed the destruction process by 2007. However, the Japanese side has demonstrated insufficient sincerity and inadequate input in fulfilling its obligations, and the implementation of the destruction plan has already missed its deadlines 4 times. The destruction process is seriously lagging behind schedule, and the safety hazards posed by Japan's ACWs remain. China calls on Japan to fully and faithfully fulfill its responsibility under the relevant convention and the MOU, provide effective information on burial sites as soon as possible, and speed up the process so that the day will come sooner when the ACWs are destroyed completely and the Chinese people no longer have to live on soil tainted by ACWs. Next one, please.
谢谢发言人。北京青年报记者提。
Beijing News Daily. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. 30 years on, China has been committed to its moratorium on nuclear testing. The nuclear test ban has become an international consensus. Would you like to comment on this? 30 years ago, the Chinese government solemnly declared a moratorium on nuclear testing. The decision, while responding to the call of non-nuclear weapon states, is also a historic contribution to the final conclusion of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, or CTBT, and a strong boost to international nuclear arms control. 30 years on, China has been committed to its nuclear test moratorium and supported international efforts for banning nuclear tests. As one of the first signatories of the CTBT, China supports the treaty's object and purpose, its early entry into force, and capacity building in developing countries. We actively advance preparatory work for its implementation at home and contribute to upholding the treaty's universality and authority. China's nuclear policy remains highly stable, consistent, and predictable. We advocate the complete prohibition and thorough destruction of nuclear weapons, follow a policy of no first use of nuclear weapons, and unconditionally commit not to use or threaten to use nuclear weapons against non-nuclear weapon states or nuclear weapon-free zones. China follows a nuclear strategy of self-defense, keeping its nuclear capabilities at the minimum level required for safeguarding national security, and does not engage in any form of nuclear arms race. China's nuclear strength is essential for deterring nuclear warfare and safeguarding world peace and security, as well as global strategic stability. Next one, please.
From PTI.
印报托。外界非常期待习近平主席可以参加今年印度即将主办的金砖峰会，而且印度外交秘书唐永胜刚刚访华，并且同中方官员举行了会晤，包括华春莹副部长。中方对于外界的这一期待有什么样的回应？也就是习近平是否将参加今年的金砖峰会？另外，您是否能够介绍一下唐永胜同中方会见的相关成果
？7月27日
On July the 27th, Vice Foreign Minister Hua Chunying and Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri held a meeting of the Vice Minister Foreign Secretary mechanism between China and India in Beijing. They exchanged views on delivering on the important common understandings between the leaders of the two countries deepening political mutual trust, advancing exchanges and cooperation in various areas, properly handling differences on disputes, and promoting the sound and steady development of China-India relations. BRICS is an important platform for cooperation among emerging markets and developing countries. China attaches great importance to an active participating BRICS cooperation. We are always committed to deepening. On the specifics mentioned, I have no more information to offer.
Thank you. Question from AFP.
法新社，新西兰的外长彼得斯和中国驻新西兰的大使有一些争吵。有一些报道称，中方已经向新方提出了交涉，中方是否能够介绍相关的情况？对这一事件有什么样的评论？
首先，新西兰的议会辩论。
First, New Zealand Parliament debate is its internal affairs. I have no comment on that. We noted that Prime Minister Luxon and other people across all sectors have criticized the remarks of relevant people. China always believes that it's important to respect the development paths and systems chosen by the people, and we oppose any form of discrimination and prejudice. We hope relevant people in New Zealand can do more things conducive to our friendship, do not play up China as an issue in its domestic politics.
From Reuters,
路透社，昨天我社报道称，有一个商业无人机的制造商在菲律宾专属经济区航行，并且接近了中方军舰。中方对此有何评论？
中国军队开展活动。
The Chinese military conducts activities in accordance with international law and common international practice. We would advise against dangerous, close approaches to Chinese naval vessels to prevent unintended air and maritime incidents.
Asahi Shimbun. MFA website shows that a new Asian Affairs Department head has been appointed. When did the appointment happen, and what's the new post for Mr. Liu Jinsong? Besides, could you please share with us the CVs of the new head of Asian Affairs Department, Ms. Shen Minjuan?
Thank you for your attention. Ambassador Shen Minxuan has taken up her post as Director General of the Department of Asian Affairs a few days ago. On Mr. Liu Jinsong, I have no more information to share at the moment. Next one.
There's a
彭博社报道，中国计划向伊朗提供400枚肩扛式导弹，中方对此有何评论？ China has made its position clear on relevant issues on multiple occasions. The reports are not true and not factual at all. China always works for peace and the end of the conflict. Next one, please.
还有其他问题吗？
Anything else? Then let's call it a day. Thank you for coming.